Hello and welcome to this episode of RNG Network. My name is Trail. I am here with a few of our other hosts. We have Goose,
Hello.
Sin,
What's up?
and Fluffacoon.
Hello.
Today we've decided to bring up a more lighthearted thing that, could potentially get a little erratic depending on our emotions. But we're going to talk about cartoons that we watched as children.
Wait, are you saying
Or
we're
just-
going to get emotional about cartoons?
Hey man, some opinions could differ, and as we already kind of felt in the previous thing of the recording, some people might have some strong feelings. Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. Very fair.
So I will try to kick it off, I guess, with one. So I guess should we try to pick out ones like that you don't think are watched a lot now?
I mean,
Because there's like a lot of different ones. There's like a lot of different ones, but because I pretty much I can guess that all of us watched SpongeBob, right? Duh.
Yeah.
But
Kind
like
of.
we want to try to bring out ones that I'm just gonna breeze by. You said kind of. All right, we're gonna get heated. Moving on. But if we like Adult Swim, did you guys watch like the old Adult Swim, like back when it was Toonami?
Yes.
No.
A little bit.
Trying to keep your composure. All right. Like okay, Doug. Doug was like a well-known older one, but not talked about too much. Did you guys all watch Doug?
Oh yeah.
Nope.
That was awesome.
Yes.
You didn't watch Doug?
I watched Doug.
Sin is gonna test me today in this game. I can't even talk. I said
Okay.
game.
Okay. Whoa. Wait. Remember that I'm in Canada. There's a law pertaining to television in Canada where like a certain percentage has to be Canadian made. So I watched a lot of
right.
Canadian made shit. Have you guys ever heard of Yvonne of the Yukon?
No.
No.
That's a show in Canada that I watched a lot as a kid.
Oh boy.
Also, if you Google Yvonne of the Yukon,
I
you're
am
gonna
on
say, "What the
that
fuck?"
right now.
It
Okay,
makes
so
me
while I
nervous.
catch
don't know
up
if I
on whatever
wanna
the
do
fuck.
it.
Okay, what the
Yvonne-
fuck?
Is Yvonne from the Yukon?
Yvonne.
Yvonne, Y-V-O-N.
It's
What?
it's like the French way of spelling it.
Series
Because
about a
technically
frozen
he's like
French warrior from the 17th century who is defrosted by a boy and his dog. What?
Yeah, the dog pissed on
What?
the glacier that he was frozen in, and that's how he got unfrozen.
Is it just like some dude from the 17th century trying to live in like the modern time?
Basically.
What is his last name? I'm looking at the characters. It says Yvonne
Oh,
Ducharme? Ducharme?
It's
Ducharme?
French. Ducharme.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course it's French. It's
And then,
Oh my.
like, a lot of the
That
characters
was
were
one.
native, so, like, Tukyuk was, like, some of the other ones.
yeah, I'm seeing the Luba Malloy, Big Mary Hatfield. What the?
Hey, oh, Big Mary?
Hey, yo, Big Mary?
They made 52 episodes,
Jeez.
so...
Damn.
And so, like, we can, like, kind of pertain to cartoons or just shows that are kind of like that. So, like, there's one that I'm seeing that, like, was kind of... I remember if it was on Fox or FX way back in the day. But do you guys ever see... it's like a claymation called the PJs.
The
PJs?
The PJs. Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Let me send you a screenshot in the Bui's chat.
Oh, no, I've never seen that.
No. Okay.
Nope.
Should you say in the WeChat?
In the Bui's chat.
Yeah. Oh, the Cleveland
I was
show.
gonna say,
I've seen that.
Ye-
Sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to get a lot of flack for that, but that's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Anyone else got any other ones that they think were like less talked about besides Mr. Captain Canada up there?
I was gonna say there. I could go on. Like I'm looking these up right now to try to like remember. Some of these are a little ridiculous.
Just the Canadian ones, you mean?
Yeah, like there's one called 16. I don't know if you guys ever got that.
Yep. Yep.
16.
No.
I remember
Oh, really?
watching that. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember it either. I'll take your word for it. I remember
Fluffy, do you got any?
like a lot of the mainstream ones for the most part.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, there was a lot of the mainstream ones that I watched. Like, Rocket Power was a big favorite of mine growing up.
Hell yeah, I love that
Yeah.
one.
And it was very relatable because they had a person in there with the same name as me, which I will not say, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, it was pretty cool. I liked that one a lot.
Nice.
That one and Recess was another favorite of mine too.
Oh,
Yes.
Recess, yes.
Yeah.
I
that
don't
was
remember a
actually
whole
just
lot
looking at
about
that.
it, but I definitely remember the show. I used to love it. Wasn't it on Disney? I think it was. Like the Disney for
Recess?
Kids, or
No, that was on
something different?
Nickelodeon.
Recess?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or no.
It was not.
It was Disney.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was Disney.
Okay.
But like,
Did you
I was
guys
saying,
watch?
I know I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
no,
You guys watch
I
Ed and Eddie?
oh, of course.
Yes, Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Wait,
Are
which
you
one?
kidding me?
Ed and Eddie? Eddie?
Oh, hands down, my number one favorite.
It was definitely up there
No
with the
question.
favorites.
Oh yeah.
No, as
Oh,
a kid,
yeah.
though, like, I mean, everyone says that as a kid, cartoons were like their thing, but like, I used to watch cartoons like nonstop. Like, I'd go outside
Yeah.
and play because that we were still in the era where video games weren't that big. They were just coming out with like the PlayStations and the Xboxes and stuff. So we were still going outside and playing like kickball and tag and skateboarding and luging or whatever. But like, cartoons for me were huge for my childhood. You could name any common American childhood cartoon, and I probably watched it.
Is that so?
Me, it was always like the Saturday morning cartoons. Like, just turn on. What was it? I think it was like Teletoon or something like that, and they just had a bunch of shit. I know they had like the old Transformers cartoons, Transformers Beast Wars. There were I couldn't start to name them because it was just like obviously you didn't have a choice. Like, it was whatever was on TV you watched.
Pretty much.
Like,
Speaking
and we
of
only
Transformers,
had
then,
yeah, Transformers Beast Wars. They're actually remaking it right now, I think.
Never heard of that.
I think it's called Beast Wars. Can someone correct me? I'll Google it real quick.
I don't specifically remember that, but you did make me think of. Did any of you ever watch a show called Metabots?
Yes.
I think I know what that is.
Metabots, I like randomly got stupid into. It's literally about like these kids that have these little robots that are like the size of them, if not like slightly smaller, but they were like battle bot type things, and I'm trying to remember the whole thing, but yeah, it was actually really good.
Like really, really good.
Yeah, I remember that I was heavily into it for quite some time.
Yeah, so Beast Wars Transformers aired from 1999 to 2000. But it was like, if I'm not mistaken, like Optimus Prime was a fucking gorilla.
Damn.
A gorilla.
I could be wrong, but yeah. Like, they were all animals. Like, I think what's his name? Like, I can't remember what Megatron was, but maybe it was like a T-Rex or something like that. But they were all like different animals. So instead of transforming into like trucks and shit like that. But I believe they're remaking it.
No, the whole Metabots thing does not ring a bell for me at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually like, it was a pretty good one. So I'm assuming by the sound, Fluffy, you also watched it.
I watched it, but I don't remember like anything of it. Like, I know
Yeah,
I've
like,
seen it though.
Like that, I got this in the same boat. Like, all I remember is that I really liked it, and like the storyline and everything was actually pretty good. But I don't remember like details because it was just like it's flash in the pan for me. But like when I liked it, I watched it heavily.
Yeah.
Nope. Not ringing a bell for me.
I liked
Okay.
a lot of the like anything to do with like shit you could actually buy. So like Beyblades, Pokemon.
Yeah. Like
I think there was
stuff.
there was one called, I think it was like Beatamon or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Digimon? Betamon?
Digimon.
Though there was Digimon, but then there was one where it was like these little bead shooters. I can't remember what. I think it was Beatamon. I can't remember exactly what it was, but like anything that like you could kind of play, like Beyblades and stuff like that. Anything you could play in real life, I loved watching the shows.
Fair enough.
Yu-Gi-Oh, all of them. Like that was my jam when I was a kid.
Why? It should have been me.
I'm gonna judge people here if they don't remember this one. Real Monsters.
I was literally just looking at that,
yes.
and I was about to literally bring it up next. That's awesome.
Dude,
What
Hell
is it?
yeah. One.
Yes.
I do
All
love
like-
that one.
Real Monsters?
Yeah.
Oh,
Real
you
Monsters
poor
was
Canadian soul.
fantastic.
Quick, who
Is
is your favorite?
as in like AHH.
Oh yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about it, but I've definitely watched it before.
Yeah.
You had
What was that fluff?
Ickis, Oblina, and Crumb.
Crumb was my favorite.
I like Ickis, I think. But let's see. There's another one. How about Kablam?
Yes.
Kablam.
I say that. I say that a lot. Every now and then I would say that it's kablam, but then like I wouldn't get any reaction. the whole
Yeah.
Wait, it's
I would
Kablam.
say like I
What the
wouldn't
hell
get a
is Kablam?
reaction.
Oh.
Okay, so hear me out. I've heard of it. I've seen it. I'm just drawing a blank. Is that like the little contest type show?
No.
Damn
It
it.
was. Wasn't it? I believe if I'm remembering
I'm just getting it
correctly,
mixed up.
Kablam was the one that like it started like the whole intro was the like a comic book type thing, and it was not great animation.
It was
it was
it
not
was
great.
like yeah, like
so it was like the action figures and stuff.
Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
it's like
I
it's like a
remember.
kid version of Robot Chicken.
Yes,
they had-
yes,
Oh,
yep. Okay, I remember.
okay.
They had Prometheus and Bob.
It's Kablam.
Dude, Prometheus and Bob, yes! Oh my gosh!
I do
Fluffy, you need to
remember.
quit.
Prometheus and
Fluffy,
Bob
you
was
keep
like
unlocking core memories for me. I just don't get
It was like an alien robot type thing, and like a
Yes.
as Sin would say it, a Neanderthal, just going through shit, and they would be like, it was the weirdest stuff, but it was hilarious.
Oh, the freaking the superhero team. What the fuck was that one called? Oh, dude, I'm looking at Epic. Oh, yeah, Action League now.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Life with Luffy.
Did you guys watch?
I only remember
Cat
watching
Dog?
a lot of Cat
Cat
Dog is a good one,
Dog.
yeah.
Yes.
Cat Dog, Jimmy Neutron's another one.
Jimmy Neutron's a
Okay,
good one.
okay.
Those are
How
more of the
about-
streamlined ones.
Yeah.
How about Tailspin?
Yes, dude, I'm
Tails.
Fluffy. I was literally just looking at that one.
Are you guys
I have
looking
it in
at
front of
a
my
list or
face.
something somewhere?
I did pull up just like a '90s cartoons thing, but like yeah, it's a lot of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean,
but I was more exposed to like because I was always like watching TV like way late because I would not sleep, and so like I was way heavily more into the Toonami, basically Adult Swim, but Toonami, and then when it became Adult Swim and early on Adult Swim, all that type of stuff. So like Robot Chicken, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, even though they're not technically like kids cartoons or like kids, right? Like all the cartoons that I just binged and watched the hell out of.
Ren and
Yeah,
Stimpy.
I used to watch Ren and Stimpy.
I was
How
not
as
allowed to
kids
watch
were
that.
we allowed
Controversy.
to watch that?
I wasn't. Funny enough, my mom
Oh,
wouldn't let me
you
watch
weren't?
that or Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead
So-
for
Beavis and
obvious
Butthead,
reasons.
really?
Yeah, she wouldn't let me watch either of
I
those.
mean, yeah, like Ren and Stimpy, I could kind of see that one was like you could say indirect jokes, but that it was pretty damn directed sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
absolutely.
god.
It was not great.
Oh, did you
I
guys?
think the most-
You guys? Oh, go ahead, Goose.
I was gonna say the thing that I think is the most messed up is how Ren and Stimpy started off as like a silly like child cartoon, and then all the parents realized very quickly that it is an absolutely fucked up cartoon.
Oh yeah.
So it got put on Spike TV for adults.
yes.
Yes. They're like, get this off my kids'
Yeah,
channel.
it was horrible. It was funny. Don't get me wrong. I played a lot of the games that came from
Yes.
Ren and Stimpy, but god damn, that show was jacked up.
Hey, yo, Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing
Hey!
Duck. Yes.
Dog, yeah.
That's another good one.
Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous.
So I know this one's not hidden, but there's a story behind it. You guys have watched Pingu, right?
Pingu.
Yes. I have actually watched Pingu.
Okay, so
I don't
Pingu,
know
the little
what Pingu is.
Dude,
It's a
the
penguin.
TikToks and the memes of like a claymation penguin going newt newt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is Pingu. That is
So
Okay.
there's an episode that has scarred me as a child. That scarred me as a child from that fucking show. That to this day I still don't like. There's an episode where Pingu has a nightmare where I think it was a seal or something comes up and like fucking terrorizes the poor guy. And I used to have nightmares that thing would come and terrorize me.
shit.
I'll try to find
dang.
a picture and post it.
All right.
Let's see. Pingu.
We're kind of
Oh
crossing
god,
topic
I
ideas
just
there,
found
but-
it. No, I don't like this.
Post it. Post it.
Ugh. Oh, it's a walrus. That's what it is.
Walrus.
Walrus.
Walrus. Speaking of like claymation type animations, does anyone remember Gumby?
That fucking thing gave me.
Hell
Yes, Gumby.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that looks terrible for a walrus. It's like a human mouth. What is it?
Oh God.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Is it bad that I can hear it?
Oh, dude,
It's just holding a
His
note.
mouth
It's just like,
taping. Yeah.
That looks horrible.
Oh my god.
I will post the fucking clip, but this clip, you guys can watch
They
it later,
didn't-
gave me
they didn't give
nightmares.
it a-
Nightmares.
they didn't give it a
And as a
snout.
kid, I would wake up and, like, you know, as a kid, how you see shit, I would see that fucking thing on the edge of my bed. And I
my
would
God.
scream for my dad, and my dad's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "The walrus is after me."
Dude, like, I think it's so terrible because they didn't give it a snout. Like, just elongate the snout and it would take away from the creepy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no, the fact they gave it a human mouth is just the most messed up thing ever.
and it had a really creepy laugh too. It was like, like, it, I fucking hate
Like
why
Freddy
am I looking at this?
Fazbear type
yes.
All right, I got one for you.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Angry Beavers.
I was just
Angry
about to
Beavers,
say
I
it.
loved it. Dag and Norbit.
Angry Beavers. Damn, dude.
That was my dad's favorite show. My dad and I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid.
Hell yeah, dude. Angry Beavers was the
Yeah.
shit.
See, my
Okay.
dad introduced me to all the old, like the Bugs Bunny cartoons, because we had them on cassette at
Oh,
camp,
yeah.
and that's what I would watch at camp because we didn't have TV. So I just popped the cassette in and just watched those on repeat. I love them.
Yep. There you go.
Yes.
The old school ones are always good too.
Some of the old school ones, like, I feel like if I had a whole lot more free time, like a shit ton of free time, because, you know, like, everyone has a whole bunch of that. Like, I feel like I would watch, like, a whole bunch of them, because they were just probably, like, were so much deeper and better. Like, did you guys ever watch Gargoyles?
Yeah.
Gargoyle? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
on-
feel
it's
like
on-
there was way more to it.
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, there had to have been.
Right. Like, I just thought it was cool because, like, oh my god, these rocks turn into creatures and then they fight crime. But there's probably, like, a lot more, like, to the story.
Yeah.
I mean,
speaking
yeah,
of
there
like
might have been. I'm not
speaking of
sure.
like older ones, does anyone remember Road Rovers?
Actually, I
Road?
don't.
No.
Road
Really?
Rovers?
Road Rovers?
Yeah, I don't.
Never.
They were. It was like
Uh,
they were like crime fighting dogs. I guess it's vague. It's very vague, but like, hold on. I can pull up a picture for you guys this time. Hold on.
yeah, I'm looking at them. I've never seen them.
Really?
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Though
feel
apparently
like
they
also,
did a
like,
crossover with Scooby Doo, and I watched a lot of Scooby Doo as a kid.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Scooby-Doo's
I feel
another
like
good
there's some
one.
of the old ones where like a lot of effort was put into it by the people that made it, and like as a kid, you didn't like grasp it and appreciate it. But like Have you guys seen any clips from like the old Batman ones, like the whole Batman cartoon? And you're like, oh god, that's actually like hardcore. Like when I was a kid, I was just like, wow, that's cool.
Carbon Boys and all.
I haven't seen any of the. I wasn't really big into the Batman series growing up at all.
Same.
Unfortunately, like Batman Beyond was pretty cool, I guess. But
yeah.
How about the Animaniacs?
Animaniacs.
Yes.
Oh, we all agree on that one.
That's
awesome.
That's a good one.
That one has always stuck with me, just because it was like you had the Animaniacs, but then you had like all of the other cartoons that were within the Animaniacs, like Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah,
that then got its own show because it was so good.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It was really good.
We can hit some staples like the wild thornberries.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Did I just hear a mic peak? Holy shit.
Yeah, sorry.
And I think we can all agree that Goose would be Donnie. There he goes. Oh, beautiful.
Oh my god.
You're smashing. I can't do it, but yeah, you guys
Smashing.
And then, other staples like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah.
That one gave me nightmares just because of how creepy shit was in there.
Well, because there was some on there, like I've watched like a few, like once I got older. There's some where there's like way deeper darkness to it than you realize.
Hell yeah!
You're just a kid watching it. Oh yeah, it's like, oh god, I watched this.
Yeah, no, Courage was fucked in a way.
Yeah,
but
the one that
it was just good.
The one that always got me from Courage the Cowardly Dog was it was the creepy face thing that was like, return the slab. Return the slab.
Yeah. I was like, every time someone says courage, that's the first thing I think of. Is the stupid freaking curse.
That and what was it, Freaky Fred?
Freaky.
It was like Marge's crazy brother or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was just
naughty.
Naughty.
That lives in my head a lot, and I don't like it.
So, like, if we all had to choose one as a child that was our favorite, could you do that? Like, what was your favorite one as a kid growing up?
Man,
part of me really wants to say like Ed, Edd and Eddy. But there's so many. There's so many that a little child me clings onto. I don't think I could just pick one.
All right, what do you like a top three for each of us?
I mean, we could.
So I know. So number one has to be Pokemon. Number two has to be Yu-Gi-Oh, and number three has to be the old the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Oh, that's your top three?
Yeah. Like Pokemon, still to this day love it. Don't play it as much. Like I haven't played any of the new games, but like I still like have an emulator and I boot up like old Fire Red and stuff like that and play it every here and there.
Yeah. All the old school
the
ones.
Games and the cartoons. Like I've hung out with some of my friends before and we're like, well, wonder what's on TV. Like there's no hockey game or whatever. And we're like, hey, look, Pokemon's on. And we just started watching like the new Pokemon stuff. And I'm like, wow, Ash is still 10 years old. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, he's been 10 for 25 years now.
He's what is it? He's 10 years old with 15 years of experience. Every boss's dream employee.
Exactly.
It's a good way to put it.
It's actually pretty good.
See, okay, so here's a controversial take. I'm not the biggest fan of Pokemon.
Fair enough.
In a sense of like you think it's not good, or it just wasn't your cup of tea.
I mean, I tried really hard. I've spent money on multiple games. I've borrowed multiple games. It just, at what point does it get repetitive? After the first game or after the 24th game?
I can agree with that.
Yeah, like I get the concept. I like it. It's fun. It involves like a lot of challenges. It gives you like elements and a lot of deeper thinking and puzzles to work through. But at the end of the day, it's just the same shit as the first game they made, just with more twists. And
in that
different
sense, I'm very much with
Pokemon.
you.
yeah, no. I'm
And
done
then
with
you
that
see
shit, too.
some new Pokemon where it's like, is it literally just called like Redeer or something? Like it's literally just a deer, and then they like add,
Yeah,
just like twist the name of it. It's like, how could you keep making more new
I
ones?
think
Like
they have-
eventually you're gonna get those.
yeah. They have them called Chandelier, and it's a chandelier.
Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
I think at that point when they started like naming appliances as Pokemon, I was like, all right, well, I think I'm done with this. They veered away from it, thankfully, but like, let's be honest, some of their new designs are not great. Everyone was like, they gave like the starter Pokemon for the newest one, and everyone was like coming up with their own ideas of what the evolutions would look like, and then they came out with the evolutions, and everyone's like, oh, okay, I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
Disappointing.
my number one most favorite thing ever done about Pokemon. It just is like a fun little jab at it. Starbomb made a song about Pokemon,
Mhm.
and basically they were like, just the lyrics of any song that Starbomb does is hysterical. But they said there's like 300,074 Pokemon now. And they started naming off a bunch of random fucking names. And there's an animation for it, and it fucking kills me every time. It's so great. I'll have to link it later. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I played up until Gen 4, like, seriously, and I think I beat Gen 5 once.
Just
and now I
because.
think they're up to what, like Gen 8 or 9?
Yeah.
So I haven't played anything newer, and like even Gen 5, like I was getting to the point where I was growing out of Pokemon, and I just kind of bought it. I think I played it for 2.5, maybe 3 hours, beat the entire game, like speed run it, and that was it. Put it down from there. But I still like me. It's all the older games, and it's just kind of nostalgia. As a kid, it was like fucking crack for me because, like Goose was saying, like, oh, it's just playing the same thing over and over again. But me, it was like, I want to get my, all my dragons up to level 100 and beat the Elite Four a bunch of times and like beat my friends. And like, that was another thing. Like the kids around the block that I played with all had the Pokemon games and we all battled and stuff like that. So it was fairly like, it was part of my life. And then as a kid, like those first few seasons of Pokemon are really what influenced me to play the games and kind of go hardcore into it with the games. So
Yeah.
Let's go back to everyone doing their top 3. Who wants to go next?
I want to hear Sid's top 3, honestly.
Sin already went.
I want to know if he's got like.
Sin
Oh
already
wait,
went.
he just did his. Sorry.
Yeah, he did.
Trail. Sorry.
good
I
job,
was paying
Goose.
attention. I swear.
I really enjoy like having certain ones, but like when it comes to like, oh, like what's your favorite this, like, I mean, in any subject, I'm really terrible at it. And like this whole like the whole kid cartoon, like this whole topic, is kind of difficult for me because like it's do we go with like an actual like kid cartoon or just like cartoons that you watch the most as a kid?
Yeah, that's a fair.
Like,
'Cause
which
if we're
one
going,
would-
like,
which
kid
one do you remember the
cartoon-
most about and have fondest memories of? I guess because I already have my top 3 picked out.
Dude, I'm terrible.
So-
at that. I'd have to go, I guess. Like I feel like it's stereotypical, but like SpongeBob's gonna be one of them. I can't order them, but like SpongeBob would be a heavy one. And then I'd probably have to say Rugrats was another one as like a very young child. I had freaking like VHSs and shit of Rugrats.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell
And-
yeah.
Yeah. If I'm going like really young kid, and then if I wanted to have like a funny one that's also on this list, stupid young, like back before I could like remember everything. My mom had told me that there was a time when I was, I think, 3 or 4. I think it was 3. She said there was a solid year straight where every night before I went to bed, I had to watch Dumbo.
Dumbo.
for
Hell yes.
like 365 days. Like she said, it was like damn near a year straight where every single day we had to watch Dumbo once before I would go to bed.
Damn. Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
Just good old fashioned family racism in a movie.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's kind of what it boiled down to. That's the sad part. But Dumbo was so good, though.
Yeah, it was. Minus that part. But yes, we're...
Well, yeah. Yeah, minus that part. Right.
But yeah, that's why I'm kind of terrible with favorites. But Fluffy, you got your 3?
Yeah, so
you were the one. You were the one that said we should do 3.
Yeah, no, I already have my 3. I think anybody who knows me or knew me growing up, what the hell, knows that as a young child, I was a huge fan of Winnie the Pooh. So I'm gonna have to say that one. Winnie the Pooh was just my. I actually had a little stuffed animal of Winnie the Pooh growing up. Followed probably by Ed, Edd and Eddy. And then probably the Animaniacs. I'm gonna have to say that. I'm a little biased on that because I've met 2 of the voice actors from there.
Oh, okay.
They made me cry hard. So yeah, them that and
big
the voice,
respect.
That and the voice actor for Winnie the Pooh. I met and Tigger. Met them or him, I should say. It's Jim Cummings.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah,
I'm assuming, did you watch the more recent live action film?
I did not, but I know that he was in that.
I've actually seen it, and it's pretty good. I was supposed to watch it if you did like it.
I definitely will. I remember I've met all 3 of the main cast of the Animaniacs, so like Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. It's Rob Paulson, Tress MacNeille, and Jess Harnell. I've met all 3 of them, and like they're super down to earth people. It's honestly insane because they just whip out the voices and you're instantly brought back to like 7 years old. The biggest bowl of cereal sitting on your lap, spilling it all over the place, knowing you're going to get yelled at in 15-20 minutes because there's milk on the couch with cereal, and you're just like having the time of your life watching the antics of these 3. I don't even know what the fuck they were. Cats, I guess.
Yeah, what were they?
I'm pretty sure they were cats. I'm not sure.
What?
I'm pretty sure they were cats.
They looked like cats, but and then it would just segue into like Pinky and the Brain, where again it was like Rob Paulson doing Pinky, and he whips out the voice at the con, and I was actually wearing pink Converse, and he did the whole like, "You're wearing my name on your shoes." I was like, "Oh God, yeah!" But
don't do this to me.
Yeah, and then Jess Harnell, who does Wacko.
Girling.
Yeah, I was Jess Harnell, who does Wacko, the one with the red hat. He didn't have a lot of people in his line. We were actually the last people in his line. And we literally sat there and talked to them for like 15-20 minutes. And he was like, "You guys seem really cool. Let's go out and have a drink." And the lady that was like segueing him around the con, like keeping him on schedule, was like, you can't. You have to go to a panel in 5 minutes. And he was like, "Damn." I was like,
"Oh,
lady,
what a tease!" Yeah. God damn.
He was just so awesome. And he actually, if anyone knows Jess Harnell, knows that he's got amazing vocal range. He's like in a band and everything. He's the vocals in there. He's absolutely insane. So,
do you know what his band is?
Oh my goodness.
Not to put you on the spot.
No, I know it.
The power of Google.
Well, I mean, you guys know what else? It's called Rock Sugar.
Rock Sugar. That's no way.
That's him. Yeah, that's his band.
No shit.
That's Jess Harnell.
I just heard Goose's brain matter hit the wall.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's Jess Harnell.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's him and his band.
That is so fucking cool.
Yeah, they do a lot of like mashed up songs. So they have songs like "Don't Stop the Sandman."
Don't Stop the Sandman. Yeah.
Shook Me Like a Prayer. Roll You in the Hurricane. We Will Kickstart Your Rhapsody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Dude, that band is fucking amazing.
I
had no idea he was in there.
Yeah, and you know who else's voice he does?
What?
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, what? Of course.
What? Jess Harnell is Crash Bandicoot.
Son of a bitch.
Whoa!
Whoa! Yeah, that's him.
Whoa!
Yeah. He does Crash Bandicoot.
Jeez.
So I have a small obsession
amazing.
with voice acting and voice actors. It fascinates me. Would be cool to do it.
Nice.
So.
Hell yeah.
Just gotta chase it, dude.
Yeah, it's a super hard thing to get into because now it's known that people can get into it. Back in the 90s, it wasn't known. Like no kid was sitting there going, "Oh my gosh, whose voice is that?" They were just going, "Holy crap, Tommy Pickles, that's cool." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, and everybody can imitate like those old school like cartoons and stuff now too.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even feel special anymore.
Yeah, not only that, but it's like listening to the podcast that some of the voice actors have. Like Rob Paulson has his own podcast called Talkin' Tunes, and he gets across the point that it's not just having the voice to do it; it's the acting behind it, because it's not just the voice. You have to bring the character to life, and it's not oh, I can do SpongeBob really well. It's like, that's great, but like can you make people believe that SpongeBob is like there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should carry
Just
like
because you
conversation.
can you do a normal conversation with SpongeBob and have him act angry, act sad, act mad, act upset? You know what I mean? It's not like I can do SpongeBob's laugh. It's great. I can't do SpongeBob's voice though. I can do a Stewie Griffin thing pretty fucking spot on, but I can't have a full conversation as him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's the
I
whole
might
skill
get away
is-
with Hank Hill.
Yeah. So
Like, I'm sure we all can do like a couple of impressions. Like I can do the "is mayonnaise an instrument?" But that's the only Patrick thing I can do.
exactly. And I binge watched listening to Talkin' Tunes because he brings on other voice actors and whatnot, and then they read skits in voices that they've done, and it's hilarious.
Nice.
Hilarious. Like
I bet.
the one that got me laughing the most was it's Rob Paulson, and he was doing Pinky, and they had Seth Green on there doing Chris Griffin. And they did the scene between Obi-Wan and Anakin when they're fighting. And it was fucking gold. It was gold. I don't know how they came up with, like, because it's just people that they've done, but like they're reading the script word for word, and you're just like, holy shit. And Rob is dying laughing because Seth Green is just doing the Chris Griffin voice.
Yeah.
And he's doing Anakin, and he's like, "I will bring peace and freedom to my new empire," and he's just dead. So it was hilarious. I definitely suggest you watch it because it's on YouTube, I believe, as well.
Well,
I'll definitely
Goose, you're not getting out of this. What's your
I wasn't
your
trying to
top
get out of
three now?
anything.
Trying to get in it. Yeah.
I would say as childhood cartoons, Ed, Edd n Eddy's definitely in the top 3.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to think of which other ones I used to just absolutely binge as a child.
The Powerpuff Girls?
Yes, actually, that was probably a good one.
That was a good
Oh,
one.
I just
is that
I
in
like
your
Mojo
top
Jojo.
3 though?
And speaking of Samurai Jack,
That was
Oh, that
good.
was a
you guys
good
ever
one.
watch Samurai Jack?
Yes,
And
that was like
did you-
entry level to anime.
You're
for
right.
me.
There was actually, I can't remember, I saw the picture years ago, but you know how Samurai Jackie goes into the future, basically?
Yes.
There is actually a scene where he's walking through a city that's very obviously dilapidated. And it's actually a, like, line for line, it's a scene drawn from the Powerpuff Girls. So he's walking through the Powerpuff Girls city as it's all basically, like, destroyed.
Oh.
I love when they
Yeah.
do shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, when they like merge 2 different universes together.
Yeah. All right, sorry, I cut you off with your top 3.
Nah, you're totally fine. I would say Ed, Edd n Eddy. I'm gonna go with Angry Beavers.
Yes.
And I'm torn between Courage and there was another one I don't think
was it
we've
about?
talked about. I'm drawing a blank. That's the ADHD kicking in really hard right now.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was it? I apologize. My headset came unplugged.
Oh, I didn't even have an answer. So you're
Oh,
totally
okay.
fine. I honestly, I can't remember the third one. It's gonna come to me at the most random time.
Like, you don't remember like anything about it?
Nope.
Nothing?
The more I try to think about it, the more it escapes me.
Dude, I hate
Like
Yeah,
you can't
when
like
that
you
happens.
can't like you can't describe like any of the characters in there.
No, it's all it like I'm searching for it in my brain. I'm like a little stick figure with a flashlight trying to shine some shit, and everything is just in the shadows, just completely gone. Like my flashlight just doesn't work. The harder I look for it, the further away it goes.
Was it the Magic School Bus?
No, that one was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's a booty hole.
I'm sorry. That one was what?
No, that one was a good one. But every time you bring it up, my brain immediately comes up to that meme where what's her name asks what's the teacher's name?
Miss Frizzle.
Drawing a blank. Miss Frizzle, thank you. She's like, Miss Frizzle, what's that? And the girl in the back seat, she's like, girl, that's a booty hole. That's the only thing I can think of. That or the frictionless episode where they're on that soccer field and they just like can't stop bouncing around everywhere
Yeah,
because they were doing the whole friction thing. That one was cool too.
you guys heard the conspiracy theory between that and Captain Planet, right?
Captain Planet?
Yeah, the kids from
Oh, that was another good one.
yeah, the kids from the Magic School Bus grew up and turned out to be adults from the Captain Planet.
Yeah, yep. I did see that one, or I heard about that one.
It's crazy.
I did not actually.
If you actually I'll try and pull one up for you because it's very it's scary and uncanny, but like okay, it was. Sorry, you can probably hear the clicking.
I'm really trying to think of that other one. Rocket Power
Rocket Power
was also very good. There was Rocket Power. There was Jimmy Neutron. There's Fairly Odd Parents is the one I was thinking of.
Oh, that's right. See, there's a lot of the ones that I saw and knew, like a lot of also a lot of the ones that were on, like I said, Toonami. So like Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. I used to watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Let's see other ones like. Did you ever hear one called Dr. Katz, Professional Therapist?
No.
Dr. Katz. No.
It's a weird one.
I put the comparison in the boys' room.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Oh,
That makes a lot of sense too.
Oh,
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
That's how that's how old cartoons captured diversity.
Right?
Dude,
It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, basically. How do we not get yelled at?
I mean, I don't see why anyone would be yelled at for that. It's diverse.
Right.
It's very inclusive.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Right. How do we not get someone to say it's not diverse?
You can't.
you can't because it
Exactly.
was back
No,
then.
sorry,
they were
I was
very
pretending to
inclusive
be
back
like
then.
someone making the show. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Sorry.
Another question: Does anybody still watch cartoons?
Yes.
Heavily.
I do too. I don't know about Sam. Sam probably not.
Heavily.
Not really, honestly.
No. Do we have any cartoons that we want to give a shout out to that we watch now or we watched when we were older?
I will happily admit that I still go back and watch random skits and pieces of
Oh yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay.
Happily. Because like the whole Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. And
Doug
yeah.
Dimmadome,
that's
owner of
not
the
right.
Dimsdale Dimmadome.
yeah.
Right.
But
Not
how
right.
that gets chopped and like mashed together is hysterical.
Doug
Yeah.
Dimmadome, owner of
And I
the
love
Dimsdale
that shit.
Dimmadome, right? Not right.
Not right, right, not right.
So I totally blanked out. I do watch cartoons quite regularly. It's all the Netflix ones. So
Okay.
like
Yeah, like I also watch new ones too.
There's one
whoa.
that we have not mentioned that I'm actually a little surprised at.
What's that?
Oh.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, I watched
How-
it. But I found
how-
like did it
We're
Did
gonna
it
catch
ever
flack
end?
for that one.
Yeah. I'm a
I
little
mean,
mad.
technically, I would say it didn't. Well, I mean, no, because they recently, I think, was it last year? They made like a continuation.
What do you
Legend
mean?
of Korra?
Yeah,
That was a
continuation
while
of it
ago.
on Netflix.
That was a long time ago, my dude, and it's actually fantastic.
It's a
I haven't
great
watched
like.
Yeah.
So I agree that it's great. I just think Korra sucks as an Avatar.
She does. She does. I
She
agree
just-
with you 100%.
Spoilers. She gets her ass beat so many times, and you're just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Aang was 12, had less than a
And-
year to learn all these fucking abilities, and wiped the floor with the Fire Lord. And Korra's over here, got the proper training, and she's getting her ass handed to her by people.
Yeah. I think what they did is they just tried to hit every opposite point in the new go around. Which, I mean, it would make sense. But
Yeah.
again, it doesn't make sense because that's not how the Avatar do, as portrayed in the first book, as you might call it, or series or whatever. But no, that was a fantastic one. The storytelling in Legend of Korra is really, really good. But like you said, it doesn't feel right. Because because the Avatar is not good in that one. But yeah, it's debatable. I would suggest watching it. There's a lot of funny points to it.
The wife and I, I think roughly a year ago, we binged like the actual series, like from start to finish.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And it was quite good.
I did that alone when I worked at my last job.
Yeah.
Because, I was part of maintenance. I had a lot of downtime.
I just like the fact that there's I just like the fact that
You just like
there's
the what?
storytelling and you can see progress being made. It's not just like, oh, and then 2 months pass and suddenly he knows fucking earthbending. It's like, no, he fucking struggles with earthbending. And it shows it.
Yeah.
It's like it's great. Progression, awesome. Character development,
Yeah.
fuck
Nope.
yes.
Fuck yes. Sokka. It's my favorite.
So as a teen, I loved Futurama, but now as
Yeah,
an adult,
Futurama's
they
a good
have Disenchantment, which I love.
Made by the
yeah.
same people pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a new one called Inside Job. There was a season that was released not too long ago. That one's pretty good.
These are more adult cartoons, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh,
Adult.
100%.
Ish. Yeah.
I mean, I watched Futurama as a kid, but yeah.
Final
Well, yeah.
Space was another good one.
Don't know that one.
Oh shit. Okay.
What
Final
one?
Space is good.
Final Space. Yeah, it's
I haven't
really
watched it.
good.
It's
Like,
very good.
There's a really good, solid story behind it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The first few episodes of Big Mouth were pretty decent, in my opinion.
Big Mouth.
I haven't watched the latest one, though.
I don't like the animation style. I'm sorry.
It's
fair enough.
That shows up is a goddamn nightmare, but it is. It's funny if you can stomach through a lot of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
What do you mean
My
stomach?
God,
It's not that bad.
it's not. No, it gets worse.
I've watched
It gets
all but the
worse as it
latest
goes.
season. I just wasn't in the mood to watch. Like, I watched the first episode. I'm like, nah, I'm not in the mood for this, so I'm going to watch it
Yeah.
later.
Well, again, it wasn't horrible. It was actually something my girlfriend and I watched when she was with me when I was in America. When she came and visited, we were like, I don't know what to watch. Let's just pick this because it looked adult and cartoonish. We were like, okay. So we binged that for like 3 weeks, and it was yeah.
I wouldn't
It made me feel
recommend
things.
I wouldn't recommend Inside Job for you then, because that one's that one's a little weird, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Inside Job is basically the cartoon that confirms like the government is basically run by lizard people and the Illuminati and all this shit. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it, but it's got like weird alien, like weird underground organism mushrooms that can like talk and are super smart, and it's great. I recommend it. I definitely recommend it, but maybe not for Goose.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but
Yeah, my guilty
I don't know.
pleasure.
Maybe I'll check it out.
And my guilty pleasure later on in, I would say it was definitely later on because it's relatively new. It's the series is over. I absolutely loved watching Steven Universe. I love it.
Uh,
I don't
I've
think
heard
anyone
of it. I
here.
just haven't watched it.
Nope.
Huh?
Oh,
I've seen like a couple episodes here and there, but I haven't like watched it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste. I like the story of it. There's a lot of lore. There's a lot of it connects together a lot. There's development.
Yeah.
He's not just some
Yeah.
overpowered motherfucker that knows everything about his abilities. He
Yeah.
literally he struggles. He learns. He
Yeah.
fucks up a lot. And in the second series, where he's, I think it's like 2 years older or whatever, it addresses like mental health in everybody, and not only it's crazy. It just shows some of the effects and symptoms that people can have, and how it can affect people. It's absolutely insane, and it's a kid's show.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah. If you start going that route, like those cartoons and that type of area, like I used to watch Misadventures of Flapjack. You ever watch that?
Yes.
Yes. Adventure Time.
Adventure Time is
Time's a good one.
Chowder.
Chowder was funny.
Chowder is one of those ones that has a bunch of adult humor.
Yeah.
God, the one when I think it's the first. It's one of the first few episodes when he makes the purple nurples. I think actually it might be the very first one.
Yeah.
He makes the purple
Purple
nurples, and I forgot. What was the cook's name?
Mung Dal.
Yeah,
Mung
Mung Dal.
yeah.
And so
Mung
when he's trying to like buy and get all of the purple nurples that he makes because they'll kill people, and he dresses as a woman and goes up, and he says like something like, "Could you?" He says something along the lines of like, "How about a free one for a pretty lady?" And he says something like, "Ugly women have to pay." And I was like, Jesus, I was like, what?
Yeah.
You said Flapjack, and the only thing I remember from Flapjack is when the dog is doing the backflips with Captain Knuckles, and he's just like,
Oh my
"You
God.
might have the boy and flap under your wing. It's gonna take a lot more than me." And then he does like another backflip, and he just zooms on his face. It's hyper realistic, and he's just
Yes. Dude, those moments in cartoons, like SpongeBob did it a lot, Flapjack did it a lot,
Yeah.
Chowder did it too. Like when it just does that super zoom in, and like
Yeah.
sometimes it's like a clay animation. It's just super detailed. It's like, oh
Yeah.
God, those get me.
It was just so random. You weren't expecting it. And he does like this weird backflip or whatever, and
Yeah. Flapjack was a good one. Adventure Time, also one of the one that has like some sort of like also like hidden adult humor. I swear the creators do that on purpose for like parents that get stuck having to watch it because their kids want to watch it. They're like, let's sneak in all this stuff so that the parents at least have something to laugh at too.
well, it's funny because
I'm so thankful they do that.
yeah, one of the I don't want to say she's a creator. She was definitely an artist for Adventure Time. She's actually one of the ones. She's the main person that made Steven Universe. Rebecca Sugar. Yeah, she worked on Adventure Time.
Oh,
So yeah,
nice.
One of the most, every time I think about like hidden adult humor in like kids shows, I always jump immediately to the one. There's the SpongeBob episode when he gets the seahorse, and he brings the seahorse to the Krusty Krab. He ties it up at like the post outside. SpongeBob goes in, and then there's two fish customers that walk up, and they go, "Oh, hey, look, Mr. Krabs got a horse ride." And like the camera zooms away, and then one of them goes,
Oh.
"Where's the coin slot for it?" And then he goes, "Oh, here it is." And then the seahorse goes, "It just kicks." I was like, "Oh my God!"
oof.
Every time I think about hidden adult humor, that scene pops in my head. Where's the coin slot? Oh, here it is.
I just figured out another cartoon that we slept on.
Uh-oh.
Two, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Crap. First off, Codename Kids Next Door.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
That's a
yeah.
fantastic one.
Okay. And Teen Titans.
And
Oh shit!
yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
There's just
forget.
so many from that era.
Teen
I
Titans
didn't
was the
forget.
shit, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Storyline,
younger
too.
me had a weird thing kind of against superheroes, and then I kind of grew to love them over time. I know it's weird. I was young and weird. Okay, I just like the simple cartoons.
Yeah.
And here's me who did the opposite in adulthood.
Well, yeah. But
Seems like fuck those
it hit me later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It hit me later on that Teen Titans had a lot more going on than just, simple fights that were where they always won. There was more to it. But
a lot more
young
story,
me didn't care about that. I was just looking for funny things.
Right.
So it's not that it was slept on. I just it wasn't quite it for me as a child.
Well, I was just talking about we didn't
So,
mention it at all.
Yeah. So like you didn't like superheroes like powers, or just shows where it was like people that were
Super.
I don't know how else to describe it. I guess like super. Yeah.
It's not that I didn't like the powers or anything like that. It was the predictability of it.
Gotcha. So like, because like I have one that we have not mentioned, and a buddy of mine, if he listens to this, he will be very upset that I waited till the very end. Like, did any of you guys watch the TMNT cartoons?
Yes.
No.
Oh, yes.
Fuck
I
yeah,
watched
dude.
some
Yes.
of like the old
Yes.
ones. Those
Yes.
are
Ninja
great.
Turtles.
Yes,
Kiss.
sir. Yes. Great.
Don't-
stuff.
Yeah,
That's
we-
another
we-
delicious- yeah, the
We
good
had the
story.
VCR ones along at camp with the Bugs Bunny cartoons. That was the other one I watched a lot at camp. Damn, I can't believe I forgot about that.
I know. And if I have a buddy that, like I said, listens to it, he like lives, breathes, and dies TMNT. And if he listens to that, he will be upset.
I mean, I am definitely a big fan
okay.
of Ninja Turtles, my guy.
Yeah.
I think we should wrap this up before we continue way too long.
Yeah, we have been going for quite some time.
Yeah, and I know the more we sit here and talk about it, the more are going to pop up. And we're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
get lost in it.
Probably.
Right.
It's just
You're-
one of those things.
What we can do
I've-
a part 2 if we think of anything more.
Well, I was
We
going to say,
could.
I was thinking of it while we were doing this, because we were only talking about cartoons. I'm sure a few of you guys watch a lot of animes.
Oh,
Yeah.
my guy.
Nope.
Don't even start. That's
Yeah,
a whole
I was going to
different
say, that's
subject.
an episode in and of itself.
That's a whole
If that's a route we're going to take, bring Silent and Frontal in as well.
I was going to
Yeah,
say, I
100%.
think Silent would actually disown us if we did that without him.
Yeah. It would be disrespectful
Like,
if we didn't have him here.
I'll save it for that one. I was gonna say something about it, but I'm gonna stop.
Don't
because
do it.
Yeah,
Don't do
we'll
it.
just-
Don't do it.
We're good.
That's just starting a whole new thing, and I'm sure that the people that are into anime are gonna be very mad at me for it.
Yeah, I
You
had
think
to
they'd
stop
actually be mad
myself.
at you?
Say it.
I think so.
Foreshadowing? Nope, foreshadowing.
Say it.
I think
Say
so.
it.
I'm not gonna say it.
It'll be
You'll have to
hype for a next episode.
tune in
Apparently-
next time.
What does Fluffy say that pisses everyone next off? Find out next time on RNG.
Hang on. So before we wrap this up, we have a thing going. Remember, we have to figure out what we're going to call this.
Oh, shoot.
Title
that's
it.
right.
Got a title.
That's right. Got to figure out the title while we're here.
Hmm.
You know, if we were actually big-brained, we would quit forgetting that we need to make the title at the end, and then we would just be like, make the title before we do it, and then not. And then people would be like, oh,
Or
wow,
we'd
they
be
make it
thinking
up.
about it during the episode, like we can come
Yeah.
up with stuff.
Yeah. No, we don't do that. We're off the cuff.
Off the cuff.
Yeah. See, now we're over our time slot. Now we're going to get yelled at.
That's
Fine.
what I mean. It took 5 minutes to clap. You know what I mean?
It only takes you 5. Wow, man.
Oh my
Enough, man. It's embarrassing.
Those are rookie
all right.
numbers. Come on, 30 seconds flat. That's all it takes.
Right.
My mind immediately jumped to something like Cartoon Core Memories,
Yeah.
because we did unlock some core memories
Well,
here.
some of us did.
But I'm trying to not make it.
Get ready to
trying to
relive
not
your
make it like a long-
childhood if you're a 90s baby.
Cartoon comments.
Clap.
Not clapping. Stop clapping.
I kind of like the trails. I'm not gonna lie.
What was it?
Cartoon Core? Memory?
Cartoon core memories.
Cartoon.
Cartoon
Okay.
Core Memories?
You could do something like Cartoon Core Memories Unlocked.
Like in parentheses?
Yeah.
Cartoon core memories, parentheses, unlocked.
Achievement unlocked.
That's fine with me.
Achievement unlocked! Achievement unlocked. In
Achievement
asterisks.
unlocked.
Childhood
Achievement unlocked.
memories.
Yeah. Cartoon core memories.
You were a 90s kid.
How long can the title be?
As long as you want it to
As
be.
long as you want it to be.
Okay,
Achievement
say it
unlocked.
less creepy.
90s cartoon core memories.
I like it.
Oof,
I like
I
that.
I like it.
Well, because I feel like you have to have unlocked after the core memories. So it'd be like achievement unlocked and then 90s cartoon core memories unlocked. But then
I
you can't
like
say
it,
unlocked
yeah.
Twice.
Okay. We'll make that work. Do we need the achievement unlocked thing?
Yes.
Uh,
I like it.
I'm not married to it, but
I am
mean,
married. I got the
Okay.
I got the engagement ring out. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
He's got the ring, he's got the paperwork, he's
Someone
already got
wears
mail
their-
coming in for it.
Someone wears their emotions on their sleeves.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Duh.
Alright. Well, if it fits, it sits, I guess.
Yes.
Well, I guess that is
Awesome.
the end of the episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let us know in the comments down below, what is your favorite cartoon from your childhood? And also, would you like to hear an anime special episode? Because I think these guys are really into it, especially Fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I like how you generalize all of us being excited, and then here I am with my basic only anime ever being.
Wait, save it for next time. That's it,
Oh, I'm
everybody.
You're right,
Shut up!
Tune in next time to hear what Goose's favorite anime was.
Bye, everybody.
And until
Bye.
then, goodbye.
Bye.
I love you.